Welcome to Rap Tales Rewind. I am your host, Stan, and today we are back with part 2 of Eminem, the untold beef of 90s hip-hop. As part of our Legend series, where we journey around and look into the legends of hip-hop, we have covered Nas and Jay-Z today. We focus on Eminem and his feuds with Ja Rule, Benzino, and Canibus. We found some interesting information on each, but we saved the craziest part for last, so make sure you stick around. In this episode, we dive deep into Slim's beef with Whitey Ford from House of Pain, which was short-lived but intense. Then, we move on to the beef between M and Ja Rule, one of the most intense rivalries in hip-hop history. Finally, we discuss the nasty beef between M and Benzino, which even involved the Source magazine's credibility. Eminem has always been a force to be reckoned with in the rap game, and these beefs just go to show that you don't want to mess with Marshall because he'll put you in the crosshairs for the kill shot. So sit back, relax, grab a six-pack, lay back while we kick facts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive in. Slim ended up in another beef with rap legend Whitey Ford from House of Pain. The beef between M and Whitey Ford from House of Pain all started when Whitey called M out on a track, dissing him and saying he didn't deserve his success. M didn't take too kindly to that, and fired back with a brutal diss track called I Remember. He even took shots at Whitey's whole crew, saying, "I'll be sorry if I step on your lawn. I'll take your whole lawn with me like someone just mowed the lawn." But Whitey wasn't done yet. He came back with his own diss track, calling M a fake-ass blonde. M fired back again, this time with the track Quitter. He went in on Whitey, saying, "I made you, you F***seeking bum. I own the rights to your whole career, dum-dum." And just like that, the beef was over. But even though the beef was short-lived, it was still one of the most intense in hip-hop history. And it just goes to show you that you don't want to mess with Marshall, cause he'll come at you with everything he's got. He's even had beef with other rappers like Ja Rule. The beef between M and Ja Rule was one of the most intense rivalries in hip-hop history. It all started when Ja Rule and his crew Murder Inc. released a diss track called Loose Change, which was aimed at 50 Cent, a new member of the Shady family. The beef was mainly between 50 and Ja Rule, but as Eminem said in his song, like toy soldiers, "I have inherited 50's beef and he's inherited mine, which is fine, it ain't like either us mind." The two rappers continued to trade insults and disses back and forth for months, with M taking shots. Check out the diss track Bump Heads aimed at Ja Rule's music, his image, and his career. It got so heated that the two almost came to blows at the 2003 Source Awards. In the end, M came out on top, with many people giving him credit for ending Ja Rule's career. Ja Rule's popularity waned after the feud, and he eventually faded from the spotlight. M, on the other hand, continued to dominate the charts and cement his status as one of the greatest rappers of all time. The beef between M and Benzino was straight up nasty. It all started when Benzino, who was a rapper and co-owner of the Source magazine, started to criticize M's music and his place in hip-hop. M fired back with a scathing diss track called The Sauce, which went after Benzino's credibility as a rapper and accused him of being a hypocrite. But that was just the beginning. Benzino responded with a series of diss tracks, including Die Another Day and Pull Your Skirt Up, which attacked M's persona, his family, and his relationship with Dr. Dre. In turn, M dropped the infamous Nail in the Coffin, which is widely regarded as one of the most brutal diss tracks in hip-hop history. He didn't hold back, calling Benzino a has-been, and making fun of his falling out with the Source magazine. Angie Martinez from the iconic radio station Hot 97 had M on her show, and he straight up spilled the tea on the drama. M explained that Benzino was co-owner of a rap mag, had a say in the 5-mic rating system, which was hella credible in the industry. But Benzino was using his power for his own gain, threatening to blackball artists unless they did a track with him. Slim saw through his BS and wasn't gonna let him mess with his career like that. M knew he had to fight back and let Benzino know that he wasn't gonna take any crap from him. It was a straight-up battle of the titans, and M wasn't gonna back down. In the year 2003, Dave Mays, the publisher and co-owner of the Source magazine, decided to give a boost to Benzino's son's rap group, the Almighty RSO, short for the Almighty Roughneck Soul Organization. He had approached the editors of the magazine several times to get them featured, but they had been denied each time, as everyone thought they were whack. However, Dave Mays, being Benzino's ally, went behind everyone's back and got an article covering Rose published in the Source magazine. To everyone's surprise, the magazine gave them 4.5 mics, which was a higher rating than what they gave to Eminem, who received 4 mics that year for his album, The Eminem Show. The Eminem Show is considered one of Eminem's greatest albums and is praised for its powerful lyrics and storytelling. Here are some of the best songs lyrically from the album. White America. This track addresses Eminem's role in American society as a white rapper and his impact on popular culture. Cleanin' Out My Closet. Eminem uses this track to express his feelings towards his mother and the struggles he faced growing up. Square Dance. This song critiques the media and the government's handling of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Soldier. Eminem uses this track to express his thoughts on his own identity and the pressures of being a celebrity. Sing for the Moment. This song samples Aerosmith's Dream On, and is an ode to the power of music and its ability to connect people. Till I Collapse. This track features a powerful chorus and inspiring lyrics that motivate listeners to persevere through life's challenges. Say Goodbye to Hollywood. Eminem uses this song to reflect on his journey to fame and the sacrifices he's had to make along the way. Haley's Song. This track is a tribute to Eminem's daughter Haley and features heartfelt lyrics about his love for her. Overall, The Eminem Show showcases Eminem's skills as a lyricist and storyteller, and many of the songs on the album continue to resonate with audiences today. This move by Dave Mays caused a huge uproar within the source, and when the magazine came out, the majority of the editors quit and never came back. This incident was a major turning point for the credibility of the Source magazine and caused many people to question its integrity. The beef went back and forth for a while, with both M and Benzino taking shots at each other in interviews and on tracks. But in the end, M emerged victorious, with many hip-hop heads acknowledging that he had destroyed Benzino in the battle. To this day, the beef remains one of the most heated and controversial in hip-hop history. Next up, a rapper by the name of Canibus, known for his lyrical abilities and complex wordplay. He first gained attention in the late 1990s with his debut album, Canibus, which featured collaborations with the Fugees and Wyclef Jean. Some of his most popular songs include Second Round KO, Channel Zero, and How Come. In terms of his best albums, many fans and critics consider Rip the Jacker, 2003, to be his most impressive work. The album is known for its intricate wordplay and introspective lyrics. Other notable albums include Mic Club, The Curriculum, 2002, and 2000 BC. 2000. Canibus's interactions with Eminem date back to the early 2000s. According to Canibus, he first met Eminem while shooting the video for his song, I Honor You. Canibus told that they were to have a newborn baby on the set that was going to cost an extra $400 per minute. Canibus had heard that Eminem was supposed to stop by the set that day. Indeed he did, and as M and Jimmy approached he heard, "Newborn on the set." Eminem began to tell Canibus how he would like to work with him. Canibus was hesitant as he had heard from sources that it was a strong possibility that M wrote the diss track, The Ripper Strikes Back, aimed at him in the past by his op LL Cool J. Canibus admits that he acted rudely towards Eminem at the video shoot, and from that point on, the two rappers engaged in a series of diss tracks aimed at each other. In 2001, Eminem released a song called Can I Bitch, which took aim at Canibus's lyrical abilities. Canibus responded with a track called You Didn't Care, later that same year. In 2011, Canibus released a diss track called Lyrical Law vs. Joey Cupcakes, which was aimed at both Eminem and Joe Budden. Eminem responded with a track called No Return in 2012, which featured lyrics aimed at Canibus. Recently on the Math Hoffa podcast, In My Expert Opinion, Canibus explains how he had a moment of awakening while in Amsterdam. He was watching a pretty dancer set up behind a glass. Once her props, grass, plaid shirt, and other things that maybe reminded him of a trailer park girl were all set in place. She turned her attention to him. She was waiting, put his money in to begin the show. So he did. He was shocked as the music started to play. It was Eminem's song Stan, playing just for him for the first time, and in this moment he realized that through his rudeness and relentlessness in efforts to regain Marshall's attention he had pushed the creative genius to create Stan, and that the track was about him. He since has tried to bring Stan back to life, clean him up and have hip-hop fans forgive him, but the hip-hop fans were not interested. In the end, Canibus says it was all a misunderstanding and he was going through a lot at the time. Throughout these interactions, Canibus and Eminem never reconciled. However, Canibus has since expressed regret for his actions towards Eminem and has acknowledged his respect for the rapper's talent. In fact, Canibus has credited Eminem with inspiring him to improve his own lyrical abilities. But through it all, Eminem, he's remained one of the most respected and feared MCs in the game. And let's not forget about M's protege, 50 Cent. M signed 50 to his label, Shady Records, in 2002, and helped him blow up with hits like In Da Club and 21 Questions. But if there's one thing that really defines M, it's his love for his daughter, Haley. He's dedicated countless songs to her over the years, including Mockingbird and Haley's Song. He's even said that being a father is the most important thing in his life. So that's the story of Eminem, y'all. At least for now. M has had a very long career and this only the tip of it, but we will leave it here for now, but be sure we will be adding more shady stories as it feels so empty without him. Love him or hate him, you can't deny his talent and his impact on hip-hop. And if you want to hear more about the legends of the game, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our next episode.